So the reason why I'm making this video is a lot of us tends to be stuck. We are working on something, maybe a goal, may it be something that we just want to pursue, or something that we want to get better at in general. And there's always a point where we're stuck. Like there's another person that's doing better than us, then we feel like, a bit uncomfortable. Like, why is that person doing better than us? What is it that I'm lacking? And in this video, I'm going to teach you the art of being open-minded because what I came across lately in my own journey towards achieving my goal is, there's a saying by someone that you learn more if you pretend to not know the answer to things. And you learn more by assuming other people know more about something than you do. So in this video, I'm going to talk about that. Because most often or not, it's our ego and us thinking that we can do things by ourselves. It's the very reason why we are not achieving our goals. So, the first point which I'm trying to make is change your outcome. Whatever that you want to achieve, your outcome. I'm going to make it a bit more darker. Outcome. Change your outcome by changing your feedback. So, try to imagine this. There's you and there's someone that has already achieved your goals. If you learn exactly what the other person did and you do it and you replicate it in your own actions, the higher the chances of you achieving that goal. Now think back in your life where there's something that you're really, really pursuing hard and there's someone else that's doing it easier than you. Like, were you very open-minded to that person and being eager to learn from that person? Or are you closed off, jealous and this person's doing well, fuck, what's wrong with me and stuff like that? If you open your mind and be more open to receiving feedback from others who's doing better than you, regardless of your judgments, whether or not you believe that the person's doing correctly on things, chances are, if let's say you are not achieving your goals, it means you're probably missing doing a few things, or perhaps you're doing things wrongly, or the way you are thinking, your beliefs, is different compared to the other person. Well, there's also this experience gap that, the more you work on something, the more experience you have working hands-on towards achieving that something, you gain insights, you gain beliefs, you gain skills, you gain competence, instincts to do the right things. And that's probably the things that you're lacking, and that's why you haven't achieved your goals in the first place. So, the moment you open your mind towards receiving input from people who are doing better than you in a certain area, the higher the chances of you achieving your goal. Now, same results comes from same actions. And usually, the same actions that you repeat day in, day out comes from the same beliefs. So when you're trying to be open-minded, you're going to be questioning yourself, what beliefs do I have that differs from the other person next to me? Like, there's this person out there achieving $1 million right now. What are his beliefs? And what is it that I'm not thinking correctly that's enabling me to not achieve that goal right now? So the more you question yourself on that, and the more eager you are to get that answer, the higher your chances to achieving that goal. So, there are more than one ways to achieve what you want. So, I'll change the word one. There are more than infinite. And what I mean by that is, in life, there's many paths that you can take. Like, in school, we've been conditioned to think that, there's one right way to do something, there's only one correct answer. The reality here is the world doesn't work in black or white. It's a gray area. So you'll probably come across a lot of people who have achieved what you want or are in the process of achieving the things that you also desire. And the thing here is, it's your job not necessarily to find out, the best ways of doing things. It's your job to find the advice and the knowledge that resonates with you the most. And also dispelling like inaccurate beliefs or, the way of thinking that, you think it's right, but it's not actually right to begin with. And just to give you an example here, uh, back when I was, still starting my personal training business, I have this belief that it's always right to it's always right to give my clients recommendations, nothing wrong. But like example, 3 times a week workouts are the best. Don't do full body all the time, you get tired and stuff like that. And just bear with me here, because this is a really good example. Now, there's another person, all right, who believes that he has to work out every day, he has to do ab workouts, and he has to diet really, really well in order to achieve his goal. But my beliefs, and I'm definitely not wrong because he's definitely doing way too much, but my beliefs that time was he should work out a bit more less, he should diet a bit more, and also, change the way he works out from doing so much to a bit little, so at least your body is not under so much stress that it affects his ability to lose weight. So when I give him the recommendation, guess what happens? He didn't sign up. Oops. He didn't sign up because our beliefs are conflicting. So I asked my seniors for their advice and so on, and what they told me is this: Amos, you've just been giving recommendations, and by you giving recommendations, and if your beliefs conflict to the other person's opinions, obviously he wouldn't sign up. You have to find common ground with that person first. So what I mean by that is my way of thinking is just forcing my advice down people's throats, and that's actually the wrong approach. How things should go is meeting the client where he's at. Like, why does he want to work out every single day? Like, why does he think that he has to eat healthy, just healthily all the time without counting calories? I'll find out the reason why. It's because he's really, really eager to lose weight fast. And me giving him recommendations of working out less makes him think, like, if I'm going to work out less, I probably won't lose a lot of weight. That's his thinking around it. And because I don't know the reason why my client doesn't want to work out less, it makes me not be able to close the sale. In fact, I should find out why he wants to do it, and also what he really wants. He wants to lose weight fast. So whatever my advice I'm going to give him is going to tailor specifically to what he wants. So let's say if he wants to work out every day, fine. He likes working out every single day. So how can I make working out every single day work for him? That's the question. Because it's important for him to feel like he's doing something. So rather than forcing my recommendations down to him, it's more important for me to work around what he really wants and finding the best possible options for it. So definitely, there's more than infinite ways to achieve what you want. It's the moment when you constrict yourself to like only there's one way to achieving your goals and like forget everything else. That's when you fail. So open your mind to possibilities. And the reason why you're stuck right now in life is probably you're having the same way of thinking. You have the same beliefs of what you should do, what you shouldn't do. And it's your job and it's my job also to help you to debunk all those beliefs. Whatever that's holding you back, if you're stuck right now, it's probably that you have to change your thinking around things so that you can get unstuck. Like broaden your perspective. That's the art of being open-minded. So you're on a mission to replace one or two beliefs. I would say like beliefs as in like most are like, most worshipped beliefs. Okay, I'll just put worshipped. I mean, there's definitely a better word than worship, but whatever the most like deeply held beliefs. Deeply held beliefs. If you really want to make progress in life, you want to get rid or change or replace one or two of your most deeply held beliefs. Like there's a saying by, I forgot, Charlie Munger or Warren Buffett. They're basically like one of the smartest investors alive. It's they replace one or two deeply held beliefs they have about things every single year. And it's because it's those beliefs that are holding us back. Like, I should only start a business if I want to be a millionaire. I should only do YouTube if I want to be successful. I should be an influencer. Like, there's so many things that society tells us that we should do in order to achieve our goals. But it's the moment where, number one, you follow your passion. If you don't follow your passion, there's always areas that you can improve. It's when you figure out your own path of what really compels you. It's where you find the answers. It's you pursuing your curiosities, your passions, solving the problems that you have in your life, getting better. That's when you find the answers. That's where you finally start thinking outside the box. Like, I may be wrong on this. Maybe I'm not as smart as I think I am. Maybe the way I'm thinking around taking action on my goals is actually wrong. And that's where we change it. Like comparing my training philosophy to my seniors in terms of personal training, in terms of fitness, is definitely really, really different. But because I wasn't achieving results that time, what other options do I have? Am I gonna still continue to cling on to those unhelpful ways of doing things which isn't giving me results? Or will I be open-minded enough to try the other person's way of doing things that is more successful to him and make it work for me? Because if it works for him, it might work for me. I'm open-minded to the fact of trying different way of doing things rather than closing my mind off and saying like, this is the right way, the way he's doing it is different, I won't do it. And this is what we call emptying the cup. Like in my old companies, in the companies I worked at previously, there's this one guy who's really amazing at sales. He told me this. When you come in his company, the most important thing is to empty your cup. To empty your cup and to receive whatever knowledge that he's going to give you with an open mind. Because a lot of things that he's going to tell you is going to conflict with the normal ways you normally do things. It's when you empty your cup, whenever you go into things, whenever you meet new people, whenever you meet mentors, whenever you join a new endeavor, a new business, a new company, whatever, always assume that the other person knows better than you. Empty your cup. Learn. Even though the person isn't right, at least you learn something from them. It's really important to always empty your cup so you constantly receive knowledge, and then you probably have a wide array of options of how you can do things. Like try to do what the opposite would do, the best that you can, and then try to get results of it. Even if you don't, you get feedback. So, never take anything as gospel. Like what I mentioned, sometimes certain advice won't work for you. So when that happens, are you still going to cling on to your beliefs? Are you still going to cling on to the advice that's being given to you? Never take anything as gospel. Like when you work on it, how do you feel? Do you feel like it's always like failing whenever you do it? Do you always feel uncomfortable? Well, definitely some things that you do will definitely push you outside of your comfort zone. 100%. You should always try to go for the things that are a bit uncomfortable. Not too uncomfortable that you don't want to do it ever again, but something that stretches you. But if something doesn't jive with your personality, your beliefs and stuff like that, then, sometimes it won't work for you. Like never take anything as gospel. Even my advice in this video. Like you want to take it, synthesize it, try to implement it in your own life, but never take it as gospel, because there's many truths out there in the world, and it's your job to find the truths that work best for you, while keeping an open mind to whatever things that you may come across along your journey that will help you as well. Now, radical transparency. This is the last point. You care more about not being wrong than right. So always be hungry for feedback. If there's someone better than you, always ask for their feedback. Like, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing right? What are your thoughts on this? What are your thoughts on me doing this? What are your thoughts on me trying to do things in a certain way? Try to get input from how the other person thinks, and in what way will he normally go about doing a situation. Handling a situation versus how you would handle a situation, and compare. You realize that most often or not, some people will handle a situation differently from you, and there's something to learn from it. And by doing this, you get unstuck really, really easily, and it's easier for you to achieve your goals. So care more about not being wrong than right. Like, don't let your ego get in the way of you pursuing the truth. You can either decide, do I want to appear competent, more competent than the other person? Or am I focusing on trying to learn as much as possible? Because you can't pursue both at the same time. You can't pursue, okay, I want to be better than person, I want to appear better than the other person, and then you don't learn anything from them. Instead, you can choose to be humble. You can choose to learn. You can even make yourself appear that you're not as good as the other person, because that's where you learn the most. It's when you have that ego, it's where people stop giving you feedback. That's when you won't learn anything. That's why it's important to empty your cup, drop your ego, and really learn. Be the student. The best teachers are always the best students. So keep on learning, keep on getting feedback from others, and let the results prove by itself. So how do you know if you have surpassed the teacher? Well, there's always things to learn. But if your results are way much better than your friends, your peer groups, and even your mentors, one day if you surpass them and the way you do things are more efficient, don't criticize them, don't look down on them. They have helped you a lot, and basically they're providing you the stepping stones towards you excelling to greater heights. They've given you the shortcut to avoid figuring things out on your own, because it took them a very long time. And if they can shorten the path for you towards getting the knowledge, the beliefs, the mindsets towards what got them there in the first place, all power to you. Then you have more time to figure out the rest of the journey, and that's how you can surpass them faster. Be open to learning. This video is the art of being open-minded, and that will solve your problems if you're stuck on a certain problem or you're stuck on a certain goal. So, thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe to this channel for more self-help content like this, because I'm really passionate to give you guys all the help that you need to achieve your goals. And if you personally would like to work with me to be your life coach and to help you to achieve your goals by correcting your beliefs, your mindset on things, and your approach to doing things, hit me down in the email below, or I'll be happy to have a conversation with you to see how I can help you. So, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one soon.